mean, so this is a nice example, man. Like,
That is
legitimately.
beautiful. I really like that one.
It looks completely flawless. It's got 130 on it. It's a signature series, which I just realized, like, because I saw this and I was like, oh, damn, that's the signature. That really means something. I saw that and I realized, like, I don't think I've ever seen a town car that didn't, like, flaunt itself as some kind of, like, signature or ultimate or Cartier or super deluxe edition, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like every town car they built was some kind of like special edition that made it sound like, oh no, that's the up level town car. But they were just they all had that. You know what I mean? Have you shown Rachel this specific one?
Yes.
Okay, what was her opinion?
Yes. She likes it. Well, no, she doesn't like it.
This is a 2007. Do you see this?
Okay. Oh no, I haven't seen this one.
Yeah, this is an '07. It's 2 grand more, but it's only got 98 on it. It
That's
says,
clean.
yeah, this one is also
That,
nice.
that is really clean. But maybe that's part of the signature limited package.
Yeah, that's probably yeah, exactly. The signature. Yeah. Oh, it is the signature limited. You see what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, that was like you see the signature and you're like, oh, that's the upper level one, and then you see the next
Oh,
one you see is a freaking signature limited. Like they're constantly just moving the goalposts.
look at the plastic overlay brass work on the door handle.
That yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Like I noticed that too. Like I saw that in one of the pictures and I was like that's kind of different the way that they made the plastic door handles instead of fake silver, they went with fake brass.
That's just about enough right there to sell you on the whole deal.
Dude, I mean this one's nice. So we'll right click both of these like the '07 and the '04 from Chattanooga. Like these seem very comparable to me.
Yeah.
Like I see no clear winner. Like one is 2 grand more, but it's slightly lower mileage, slightly newer year. But they both seem to me like I mean, they just seem really clean and original. So, not my thing.
No, and you can just tell by the setting that that thing has been to town car.
The setting, building queue. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I searched town car on the Atlanta Craigslist. Those are the only two that came up. Those can't
That's
possibly be the only two
something
town cars.
wrong with that.
What's that?
That that does not seem right.
That does not seem right.
Man, you see that one on the right? It looks like a brochure picture. That
Yeah,
$8,000 thing.
yeah. That is a brochure picture.
Oh,
It says it's got 335 on it.
335.
Yeah, and it's in Highlands, South Carolina. Yeah, yeah. You don't want anything to do with that.
That's crazy. $8,000. Do some have hood ornaments and some don't?
Yeah. So like this 99, for instance, does not have one.
Yeah, that does not.
Yeah.
I think no hood ornament. I think that's kind of a deal breaker to me.
That's a disqualifier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gotta have a hood ornament.
Yeah.
I would say probably the '04 is my favorite for the money. The one that's 6,500.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't think we've surpassed this one. Now we're looking at Marquis. There's so many more Marquis on here than town cars. This is another Marquis with hubcaps. This is a GS. Oh, the pictures are taken at the auction of this one.
Okay.
You see this one, the green one?
Yeah, that's gross. They didn't even like take it to their own place before they started taking pictures.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, if I wanted a dirty auction vehicle, I would just go to the auction and pay less money and not have a middleman, you know? However, can you really argue with this car? I mean, it's got 102,000 on it, according to this. And like, look at the interior, man. Like that carpet's not even stained.
How much is this thing?
5? He wants 5, man.
What year?
It's an '03, so it's like a late model.
So
Yeah,
it's the later generation one.
yeah. I mean, like, hate the player, not the game, or whatever they say, you know? Like, this thing's got, look, dude, this has 102 on it. And, like, look at the interior. Look at that interior. Like, I don't care how sketchy this guy selling it is. This thing did not have a bad life.
No, it didn't.
Like, look at the engine bay. Look at that. It's so clean.
Yeah, that guy did well picking this thing up.
Yeah, yeah. Like, as soon as this guy saw it shooting down the auction line. And, like, if he's asking 5 for it, that means he'll take 45, which means he only paid probably 35. You know? Like, how does that even make sense? Like, this for 35? This is...
Look at the paint on that thing.
Yeah, dude, the paint's immaculate. Me, personally, I've kind of always thought the Marquis was kind of a sweet spot with Panthers. I don't really know why.
Yeah.
I just like them.
You know, in our lifetime, big body on frame cars with V8s were mostly like upper end luxury cars, and the Marquis and even the Crown. You know, you would associate the Crown Vic more with police work and taxi cabs, and then the Marquis was kind of the everyman's.
Yep.
Middle class, kind of like old American car.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I like about it. Yeah, just kind of...
And Mercury also being a defunct brand kind of makes it...
Adds to the mystique, yeah. This is cheap as hell. This is $2,000, dude. It's been sitting a while. It's been sitting for a month, but he says it runs and drives well and the AC works. But it's got 220 on it.
And I wish I could have snatched my granddad's Crown Vic when I had the chance.
Yeah. This piece of shit. Layaway with 100 down. Oh my lord.
What?
This one's an Enterprise. This one's not too far away from you.
Layaway.
Yeah, dude.
Putting this thing on layaway. that thing's been on layaway.
Oh god.
Someone's trying to get $850 for that pile.
They're trying, man. Like, dude, this thing's... Yeah, man. It's been sitting... This is not coming back. This car is not coming back.
No.
This is past the point of no return.
It started meeting the earth.
Yeah, like, it's sinking into the earth. Like, the plants are growing up around the rims. I mean... Man, the headlights are just, like, straight up removed. Like, it looks like somebody removed the lenses off the headlights and corner lights. Just the lenses. Do you see that?
Yeah,
like,
that is weird.
Like, were they, like... Was it some kind of, like, weird scrap deal where they were trying to, like, get 3 cents for recycling glass or something? I don't know, man. Like, this thing looks... And look, you can see the water puddling on the roof where the roof is dented in. Caved in. Yeah, man.
Give us some interior pics. Did you put anything on there?
No, dude. There's nothing for the interior.
You probably got to get the door open.
No, you wouldn't want to, man. Look at that thing. Like, of all the cars on Craigslist, this is the one I would least want to know what the inside smells like. Yeah.
That's gotta be gross.
The 4.6 did run 13 years ago. Yeah.
Did run 13 years ago.
Yes, 13 years ago, so 2010. Yeah, Enterprise, Alabama, representing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just... I don't know how you could look at that and just think that's a bad-looking car. It just has a great-looking car.
Yeah, I agree. But, man, have you ever put, like, igloo coolers in the back of a Crown Vic before?
No.
It's one of the most liberating experiences in America. Do you see this trunk?
Wow. How much is this car? I am a sucker for that wood grain steering wheel. I think that's kind of cool.
Yes. No, I think that steering wheel looks legitimately nice.
Yeah.
So this one has it. Here's my point, man. This right here is a signature limited, right? This is a signature, and then the eBay one is an ultimate. So,
wow.
So it's like, which one is above the other? You know? So the Executive L was 45. The Signature was 41. The Ultimate was 44. Okay, so a Signature is a base model, dude. That one in Chattanooga, I originally saw that and I saw it said Signature on it. And I was like, oh my god, it's the Signature! Yeah.
You know, the Executive L, though, that's like the long...
Yeah.
That's the long base model.
Yeah. Now the Executive you could only get as a long wheelbase.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, man. So an Ultimate is 44, an executive L is 45, but an ultimate L is 50. That means that an ultimate is actually the best in every form, but the executive L is essentially the more base model L version.
Oh, so there's an ultimate L. That's even better than that.
Yeah. Also, the adjustable pedals, my Marquis had that. That's a nice feature.
Oh, all right. So tell me about that.
Yes. So it
Like that's
adjusts
just
the
like if you want to bring them
distance.
closer to you. Or
Correct. It adjusts the distance of the pedal from the seat. So you adjust the pedals forward and backwards away from yourself. Which, now, that sounds really cool. What that actually is that's Ford's excuse for being too cheap to have a telescoping steering wheel. Yeah, right. It's like, oh, what car has had that? Like, that's crazy. Who would even think of that option? What it was somebody at Ford realized that was cheaper than making a telescoping steering wheel. That's why they did that.
You think when you get up to town car level, you're getting real wood, or are you still getting the plastic?
Man, that's a great question because, I mean, if it's fake, it's convincing.
Oh man, you get like the headrest are embroidered with signature.
I don't
series or
even know.
something?
No, that says Cosmopolitan Series. Dude, that's no. Some dealer in South Florida stitched that in.
Well, that is a pretty car.
Yeah, yeah. Lincoln Cashmere tri-coat paints, plush light tan leather, wood steering wheel. Yeah.
Well, what's the price on it? Well, the thing I do like about the Lincolns, and maybe you'll give me some pushback on this. I don't know, but you know how on the Mercuries, these all have kind of a fat ass, and you know how on the Mercuries it is almost just kind of like the overhang and the shape of the rear end is kind of awkward looking.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to be as bad on the town car to me.
I've kind of always thought the town car had the fattest looking ass of all.
I don't know if the Marquis ass is fat or is like this is just a little bit more proportionate looking.
I mean, maybe.
I don't know, man. They both look ridiculous.
If somebody took a sharp turn in this thing and you were standing next to it, like the ass could like swing around and just like bat you into the next county.
Just knock you over. I've kind of boxed myself in on price point because I ran my mouth without really. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
well.
without really looking at it, I'm
Yeah.
not up to date on Panther prices, and they've come up.
Well, now to be fair, yes and no. I mean, you can still get a really good Panther body for like 2, 3, 4. However, if you want to swing it with Rachel, you have to come up all the way to $6,000 territory. Right?
Yeah.
That's the
you're
issue.
probably
You could still get a Panther body. For instance, this right here. This is $5,000, dude, and this guy bought it at the auction for probably $4,000 or less. This has 100 on it, and it's in perfect condition, and it's an 03.
How much did you buy that one for that you put the paint job on?
16, 1700.
Golly.
Yeah, I believe
mean,
it was
that 2 years ago,
$1,700.
mind you, but or maybe no, that wasn't 10 years. It's probably 7 or 8.
No, not even. It was 6 years ago. It was 2017.
Wow. Oh wow.
It was 2017. It was 6 years ago.
Was that at your Garner house?
Yeah, that was when I lived in Garner.
Okay.
Yeah, I paid $1,700 for that crazy thing.
And you sold it for what, 4?
Oh, to be honest with you, I have no recollection of what I sold that thing for. I mean, absolute zero. And like, I haven't thought about it in a while, but it seems like I would. I feel like I remember what I sell most of my cars for. I have zero. I sold it for a lot more than I bought it for. I do know that.
I feel like you sold it to like some giddy foreigner who wanted something
That's
really rare
exactly
or
right. He was a
something.
German guy. He was a German guy who was like in Raleigh with his family for work, and he had just come over, and he's like, he told me all about how his father told him if you go to America, you have to buy the biggest, softest, most like American car possible, basically. And he told
Oh,
me
that's
all about
great.
that. Yeah, and he was a really cool guy, and I sold it to him. So let me see if I can find. I'm trying to find the old ad for it. Um.
Man, yeah, I mean, that's
So
like
yeah.
that's a very satisfying transaction. You sold it to a guy
Yes,
coming
it
from the
was.
U.S. who wanted
Yeah.
the American dream, and you just laid a big old panther on him.
Yes. Yeah. I don't have emails with that guy, but I have another email from when I was trying to sell it on Craigslist where somebody asked me if I would take 25, and I said I would
Okay.
take 29. So I was prepared to let that thing go for 29.
Okay.
Um. But yeah, I don't know what I ultimately sold it for. I want to say that guy paid me more than that for it. I feel like he did. The German guy,
Yeah. I mean,
but I don't know.
it is pretty impressive that you had a car that, in the early to mid 2000s was going in the 40s,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
which is still a lot of money to me.
yeah,
It's going in 40s, and it wasn't a lemon. It was a really good car,
yeah,
and
exactly. It was like a good one too.
they take a beating. They hold up well, and you can just get them off the street for 5, 6 all day
Yeah.
long.
Oh, dude, five or six is like a wife ready one. You
Yeah.
know, like a pipes ready one is maybe 2 or 3 or 4. Like